Hey, guess what? I want to know. So I want to talk about it. Let's talk about this. Now, they got us distracted right now. Most of us are distracted with all of these drastic changes. Hey, Chris, thank you for moderating and thank you for the gems. You get the welcoming call. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You like that, baby? I have my co-host Aja here with me, my talking pigeon. No, she's a dove though. They look so much alike. Hey, brown sugar. Hey, undead goddess. Hey, John John. Hey, Cape Fear. Hey, Sheba baby. Hey, Mike. How you doing? Hey, Tay. She's speaking to y'all too in the background. Hey, Lali. Hello, Tay Unique. Did I say call you already? Hey, Ashley. Hey, Shirley W. Chris says, hello, Mama. Hope you are having a wonderful day. And to the chat, hope you all are well. Okay. Mike says, Mama, Betty Wright done passed away. I heard about it. I was like, wow. And I had told you all the beginning of the year before the very first person passed away that you can expect a lot of OGs to pass away. Black OGs at that. This year, 2020 and beyond. A lot of this is like the phasing out of the old era at this point right now. As they make way for a new. Did I get to everyone? Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Hey, Ciola. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead on and jump in this deep dark hole right quick. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so guess what? I told y'all it's a lot of things going on behind the smoke screen. Okay, they feel as they feel that as long as we are absorbed in the fear of catching this so-called deadly V. Okay, I ain't gonna even say the name because see, the next thing you know, my live stream is just gone, just like that. Then they said I violated the community guidelines. It's all YouTube is rigged. Everything is rigged now. And it's all about stopping you from making money. I went from making like 200 to 150 to nothing. I don't make zilch now. I don't care how many videos I make. I don't care how many views I get. It's all to make sure that all of the monies are going to the celebrities that are here now. They got to pay a lot of important people. We're not important. I don't care how long we've been here. It'd be nice if they just go ahead on and give all of us a Grammy who have been here 5 years or more. But they're not going to do it, okay? It's all about the corporations and the celebrities as they continue to give themselves CPR and life support to continue to thrive because it's just about over, you know. So they want us to be engaged, immersed in the scare of the V. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say the V. The V, the dash, the I, the dash, the R, the dash, the U, the dash, and the S. Because my channel is not allowed to speak the words. Some channels are privileged too, some are not. And mine is not privileged. I cannot say things that other channels can say, okay? Because my videos will be in the realms. Just like I said, the video that I did yesterday outside was in the realms. I don't know if it ever came out of the realms, so I just went ahead and made it unlisted. And it is on my Patreon site, public for free for people who are not able to pay Patreon or don't want to pay it. You can go and watch that video. Okay, if you like the one that I made. And I said from now on, when they're in the realms, I'll just put them on my website and on my Patreon and everything as I get ready to transition from this platform to another one, because I know it's coming, pretty soon. So anyway, so like we are so indulged in our mask. You understand what I'm saying? I guess I can say that word without getting flagged. We're so indulged in our mask, trying to make sure we don't catch this thing, because we have so. If you want to know if you want to know the people out there, you understand what I'm saying, that are caught up in the panic and caught up in the fear, that are just not necessarily ready to go to the next paradigm, those that will be lost, that will not ascend. You'll see them in the grocery stores, out in public, driving their cars with the mask on. You'll kind of recognize those with souls and those that are not with souls. In other words, these people with the mask on are your holograms. They have been exposed. And this is another technique that the powers that be, the elites, need to see, need to know, need to sniff out. You understand? So that they will know what's next and where's the agenda gonna go from here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is an experiment. That's why they call it a plandemic. Because see, the big one coming. Okay? This is an experiment, y'all. They want to see who's compliant and who's not compliant. And they know that those who are compliant, these are your empty seaters, these are your holograms, these are your soulless ones, these are the sourceless ones. They already know it. And these are going to be the so-called beings that's going to go ahead on and take this situation to the next level. This situation, this thing, we're not sure of what's gonna happen. Okay? And then I'm gonna get to the topic of what I want to talk about, that the title of this video, okay? There's so much to talk about. I'm trying to put it all in perspective. Look, when y'all be careful. We already got our phones. The phones are the actual chips. I need to let you all know. Everybody is like worried about them injecting some little seed in their neck that is going to monitor everything. And it's going to be a kill switch. It's going to be all these different things. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to have your medical records and all of that on. So people on it and everything. So people are looking for this injection, but they don't realize you've been carrying a chip around with you for a decade or so. Okay. Your cell phone is the actual chip, believe it or not. Get ready, because on this phone, they're going to put all your information on here. This is where your driver's license is going to be on here. Okay. This is where your medical records is going to all be on your phone. This phone, as we go into the 5G, it's coming. You understand? Your phone is going to connect you with 5G. Everybody's so worried about the 5G towers. Don't get me wrong. They are doing some destruction. I've seen it on YouTube where 5G towers are right by trees. The trees are dead on the side the 5G towers on, and alive on the other side. I've seen the videos, okay? But your phone is going to tie you to that type energy, to that frequency. Your phone. We're saying, oh, no to 5G, but guess what? When they have fully implemented it, these phones here will no longer serve you. They won't work, okay? So in order for you to stay connected and integrated with this new society, you understand, which we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it, because this is banking right here, right now, okay? This is going to be the new banking, depending on what's getting ready to happen. This is how you will do your, transfer monies and all of this stuff like this. So this enforces you to engage in this new 5G world. And so get ready for that. Okay. Those phones, just like this phone, will be able to monitor your heart rate. They want to know. It's going to be able to monitor your heart rate, take your temperature. It's going to do a lot of stuff. This will put them in the right place they want to be in to not only spy on you to see what your interests are. And I was looking at this and I thought it was interesting. Somebody did a video and it was like, this is what's going to show them what makes you panic, what makes your heart beat fast when you see it. See, it's another way to extract energy, y'all. That's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm trying to get you all to see. This is going to be the new way to extract energy from y'all, okay? Oh, this is what, oh, when they see this and they see that, it makes them give off this type of energy. And when when you put this and that together, it gives off that energy. They know the churches are gone and the churches are dead. Jesus is dead, y'all. Can I say that again? Jesus is dead. Okay? Jesus is dead 2020 and beyond. He's no longer a device or a tool to incite fear and discipline. So he's dead now. So it's like, damn, we got to come up with something else, okay? We got to come up with something else. So this is where the V comes in and all this other stuff. The V is getting the same discipline and the same reaction as the hell and the brimstone. Because that's what they need now. I'm telling you, when you think about it, it's so simple. The elites are so simple-minded. Okay? Once you get to the level of where I am and you all are, you'll realize how simple the elites are. Okay? But when you're still stuck behind the mask, that's why I say these people with masks are soulless beings. They don't have souls. If you are walking around, check yourself now. If you're walking around, if you're driving in your car with a mask on, you need to know you have no soul. I'm here to tell you that, okay? And you may be offended, but you are one of those people who are compliant. You don't want to be a compliant in this situation, you know? Being compliant is being like the sheep that go straight to the slaughtering house, okay? That's not where you want to be right now. So if that's what you're doing, you're soulless, okay? You don't have a backbone. You're the one that needs someone to show you and plan for you how to live your existence. Individuals that are strangers that you don't know, you'll never get to know. And I am not going to allow anybody to have that much power over me. Now, to some extent, I am enslaved, but I am not going to I'm not going to take it to that level. Okay? I'll be the one y'all see locked up behind bars because I refuse to wear the mask. And when I speak of the mask, I'm speaking metaphorically. And I'm just not talking about the surgical mask, the C mask, the C mask. Y'all know what C is, the C, the dash. So y'all know my codes, the C, the dash, the O, the dash, the R, the dash, the O, the dash, the N, the dash. Okay. Now, I know lots of people have lost loved ones to this, but this is because they had compromised immune systems. This particular situation with this V, okay, is not as virulent as the F, the dash, the L, the dash, and the U. I mean, it's more virulent, and K, the dash, the I, the dash, the L, the dash, the L, more people, you understand what I'm saying, throughout the years than any of it. Now that's I got speaking codes. Okay, so knowing the and you can't be afraid to D dash I dash E. Y'all hear that bird? You can't. And it's mostly the soulless ones that fear this. You live fearlessly. Okay? When you're living in that mode, you understand? Then you're living life. But when you're not living like that, you're living dead. You have nothing to look forward to. You're living dead. You understand? I'm living. I feel alive. I cannot feel alive living that way. So, in order to feel alive, you must get rid of all of those energies that they need to feed themselves. If we were living fearlessly, they wouldn't even have the control they have over us. Imagine if the whole entire world was not afraid to die. We could take our freedoms back, but they have us afraid. You understand what I'm saying? So they put us in this situation where they can get over. Okay? Now, I said all of this to say this right here. Let's talk. Should I supposed to be outside walking around barefooted? I shouldn't have to wear shoes on my feet to go to an establishment. Am I right, all y'all? I should have all y'all with a little, she should be on my shoulder. We should be going around in our long gowns, shoes on our feet. Our nails should not have to be clipped. Our toenails should not have to be clipped. Our hair should grow all the way down to our feet. And the reason why I'm saying that is because these are antennas. Antennas that connect us with source information. We're disconnected because we cut our hair, we shave. You see what I'm saying? We cut our toenails, we cut our fingernails, we cut ourselves off from information as well as them. See, that's your immune system in a lot of this stuff. Hello? Every time you take a bath with this soap, you understand what I'm saying? You are erasing critical information that you need. I'm serious. That will help you fight off viruses and fight off bacteriums and viruses and bacteriums and stuff of that nature are not usually harmless to the body. They really are not. A matter of fact, we need this. That's why I say, take the mask off, because you're not getting enough, for your immune system to recognize certain germs and stuff so that it is able to fight and get itself adjusted to new climate. They don't want you to be adjusted to the new climate 2020 and beyond. It's a new era. It's information coming into your lungs, coming into your body. They don't want you to have it. So they need to cut you off from all of that. That the sun is their enemy. This is why you see so much cloud coverage going on. Temperatures are colder than usual at night. They need this V, the I, the R, the U, and the S to continue to thrive. Especially in these southern plains, where it's not really affecting us like it's affecting everywhere else. In places in the South where there are large populations, they're actually planting that stuff there. They're planting it in gloves and masks. And you see these discarded masks and gloves in the parking lots? If you better believe they have tainted those with this. They need it to spread. They have a quota. It's called D and the E and the P. You understand what I'm saying? And the O and the P. I can't say these words. Okay? So, like I said, they hell bent on it because, like I say, it was 40 degrees here in May in the South. That's unprecedented. Okay? Now, how they do this technology where we got 90 degrees in the daytime and 40s at night in May here in Alabama? I'm near the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. It behooves me. They have machines everywhere. Get ready. Watch the 18-wheelers. Watch these big rigs as they carry these huge apparatuses around. These are your weather machines. These are your so-called air conditioners. because they need them, because the cooling system of the planet, which is the Antarctic, is what they say is failing us. It's not failing us. It's just failing a certain breed of beings that will no longer be allowed to have the privilege to live on the surface of the earth. So they plan to retreat underground where there will be the death of them. So they need these air conditioning systems in all of these places, these European places. They need them. If you are European, there is a way to get your frequencies in place where you can receive the sun and it is not, your demise. And like I said, it's a certain breed of European. It's not all of them, it's a certain breed. All skin folk and kin folk. We ain't all the same. Okay? So I'm finna get to the meat of it in a minute. It just taking me a minute, you know what I'm saying, to get there. Okay? Woo! So, they ain't gonna do nothing but drown up under there. They're gonna drown. Ain't no refuge. When it's your time to go, and the dinosaurs can tell you about all of that, it's your time to go. The giants, they can tell you when it's time for you to go, you can go. I'm quite sure the giants had their own technology to try to sustain their life, but you cannot win against the cosmos. You ain't gonna even say Mother Nature. You can play a game with Mother Nature for a minute. You understand what I'm saying? And she might play back and forth with you, but when it comes to the cosmos, the all-seeing, the all-knowing, there is nowhere to hide. This is where they are right now, y'all. Y'all need to know this. Okay? I was trying to see if I speak to everybody. That's right. Cherokee Toulouse said the water helps weather machines. Well, now they got these weather machines that y'all, and see, you're not going to see them because they hide them. you know because at one time down there by the little gas plant you could see cross over to the river, but now they fenced it off. They got cameras and everything ever since they took that weather machine down the street down there, you know what I'm saying? But they got the weather machines, they're standing near water. They need water, you understand? Because this, just like an air conditioner needs all of this stuff like that. They have like water droplets that they throw out in the atmosphere to cool and everything. The same. It's just a huge, almost building size air conditioner that sits near bodies of water. Now here they're by the river. You'll see quite a few of them by the river. Well, you're not going to see them because they're hidden, but you'll hear them out in the distance. So at nighttime, you hear that little rumbling, humming noise. It's those machines that are, are cooling at night. You understand? So we may just be seeing something different. We may be going into a time period where, like, if I'm talking about you all in the South, because this may be normal for other people wherever they are. But we may be going into a situation where your nights will be cool. Your nights will be probably in the summertime, like in July, we usually probably see like 70s and 80s at night, but now you probably be getting 30s and 40s at night in July. I'm not sure. This may be an experiment to see what happens with them. But I got a feeling this is like what will be coming soon. Okay, hey, could y'all please hit the thumbs up, please? If y'all don't mind, could you please hit the thumbs up? Okay. We got 15 thumbs up. We got 33 people in the house right now. Could you please give me some thumbs up? Because I'm going to end this quickly, because like I hope to be able to keep coming and bringing more and more videos. Also, if you'd like to continue to watch this video once I finish, I need you all to go ahead on and save it if you're interested in watching it later, because once I am finished watching it, it goes into processing. My processing on this end goes on for to about the next day. So you won't be able to come back and watch the video later in an hour or 2 hours and stuff. Like, you won't be able to do this video like that. You will have to save it. That's the only way to watch. There's nothing wrong on my end. I have 110. There's a way you can go to fast.com. It's called fast.com, FAST and dot, I'm sorry, COM, and it'll give you an idea of how fast your internet is running. And mine's running at a top speed of 110. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Even on my cell phone, everything is great. And but I am, let me take this back. I am going to try to do a video on, I mean, even on my laptop, it's a lag time of about 12 hours to get the videos out of processing. In my mind, and I might just be wrong, you know what I'm saying? I have not talked to any other content creators who live stream, but in my mind, y'all know me, I just think it's another way to cut them checks down, okay? So they won't have to cut out too many checks to the people that they don't necessarily condone their content for. They don't condone that content, but it's all good, and everything. I'm just glad to be here to connect with my circle and stuff like that. If you all don't mind, you can also come into my website and subscribe. I know some people are saying, when are you going to do some content? Hopefully I have some in there today. You can go in my website, become a part of the Witches Circle, or you can go and subscribe to the actual website, and it will alert you when I am doing content, okay? So this is what we're going to have to do. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. Hello? I know a lot of cat lovers are saying, what the hell? Okay, so I'm not talking about y'all precious babies and stuff. It's just an old, timey cliche. Okay, so let me see. Okay, did I get everybody? Hey, marijuana community. Hello, Amy Alice. Once again, I tell everybody to save the video before it goes into the shadows. Hey, Star Christ, how are you doing? Hey, Queen Alexis. Hey, Sugar T. Okay, I think I got it. Hey, Sari Mar Gomez. How you doing? Yeah, so how many people are, hey, Crystal Raven Rose, how you doing? How many of you all are in the South? Crazy Ace, did I speak to you? Hey, D, how you doing? How many of you all are in the South? And hey, Jackie, thank you so much for moderating. Love you too. Hey, Cherokee Toulouse, thank you. I spoke to you before, but thank you for the fire. Marijuana is showing the sheeps. We got a lot of sheeps. All of the ones with the mask on are sheeps headed to the slaughterhouse, okay? Because if you only knew what the mask was doing to you as you breathe. My thing is, if you're breathing out carbon dioxide like you should, and you breathing in, you're breathing it right back up now. So you're messing up your chemistry in your body. Your body's just a great chemistry lab. You're messing it up. So why would you want to do something like that? And if you were doing your research, you would know that that's a no-no. You got to, I'm talking to everybody. You got to know what you're doing when you put your body in a situation like that. And the thing is, if you are exhaling, okay, carbon dioxide, and you need to inhale oxygen, that means the oxygen is coming from on the outside, okay? Those droplets are still, those droplets of that V is still contained in the droplets. I mean, the droplets are still in the oxygen that you're breathing in. So what does that mean? So you're still breathing it in. So guess what? Your mask is doing you no good. So you may as well just breathe in and exhale. Your body needs it. People who are wearing those masks are going to fall ill fast, and they don't even know it because they're playing into this whole game of the elites, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to play the game with them. Meanwhile, they are not wearing them. Okay. Hey, Melvin, how are you doing? Hey, No. Hey, Tina Bear. Hey, Star Shy. Hey, Mama Midnight, where you been? Okay. And I need to be reading the comments. Okay. I'm reading the chat, y'all, so it's gonna be a little silence. Our moderator said hit that thumbs up as you enter the chat, Chris says. Okay, Shirley is talking about the HR66. Oh, see, I mean, now certain channels can talk about it. Okay, like I say, they have a lot of power to hit certain type of, I wouldn't even say a switch, but they can go into certain channels and their settings in all of our channels. You understand? That they can program or enable or disable to do certain things and to have certain functions and privileges. My channel is definitely not privileged once again to talk about certain topics. I have to talk about them in codes because if I talk about it, then my videos are snatched up for violating YouTube's guidelines. And once again, I cannot say this enough. It is all according to who's the audience. My audience is mostly African American women, and they really do not want African American women to know what is going on. Now, this is the honest truth. They want us to stay in the dark. You understand? And it's okay if an African American male is talking about it. I notice that they don't get too much. They don't get too many restrictions. They really don't. You understand what I'm saying? So they can talk about these things and not get the restriction because it depends on who's their audience mostly made of. You understand? So I don't know. Mostly these audiences could be men in general. You understand? But women coming to African American women coming to African American women may be a whole different situation because an African American woman and an African American woman is really connecting with each other, and they're like, "Oh, here's another person like myself." You know what I'm saying? Believing what I believe, and you see what I'm saying? And they're like, no, because I've looked at my geographics to see who I have. I have mostly women. I really don't have men, even though we do have some men in here. Shout out to the guys that are in here. I think I have like no more than 2 or 3% men, and the rest of everybody, the other people that make up the group of people that watch me, are women. So it makes a difference. And I've seen other women like myself personally here in the South that do these similar videos, and I have noticed that they have just very few views, just absolute nothing. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we're embracing witchcraft, and we're embracing supernaturalism. We're embracing things of that nature. So they want to kind of keep these channels on the wraps. They don't want these channels to get too much exposure. So this is why I cannot necessarily say the things that other channels say. If I get to saying the stuff, y'all have seen my videos just get snatched up and they're gone. Then I have to appeal to YouTube, and then YouTube allows the videos to come back like what, 5 or 10 hours later. By that time, you understand, I've lost the audience. All by design. I don't even get upset anymore about it because I know what the tactic is to keep African American women in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for us to wake up. We make up the biggest groups of the mask wearers. Take those masks off. You don't need those. You know what I'm saying? Get, if anything, boost and build your immune system. That's what's important. Now this is a disclaimer. Now I don't want nobody to fall ill, and they said, "Well, Mama told us to take our mask off, and I lost such and such in my family, such and such and such." It's not because they didn't have a mask on, because masks do not protect you from this. Okay, what protects you from this is doing your research, connecting with your ancestors, eating a good diet high in vitamin C and D3, and taking supplements if you know you're not going to get it in your diet. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not going to be me that makes you ill if you take the mask off. It's not the mask off of your face that is going to cause you this. It has a lot to do with your immune system. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all again. Up your C and up your D and get out in the sun. The sun is out right now in the south. I should be out in it right now. Start sunbathing, but be safe out there with the sun. The sun is it's a good thing, but at the same time, too much of it ain't good for your body. You understand? Okay. So everybody, I know all of my people here are supposed to be talking to their ancestors every single day. You understand? You need to get your ancestor altars up. You need to get familiar with listening to them, all of their little subtle communication that they may have. They may use someone that has a physical body that is, animated to come and relate and talk to you and converse with you. Okay. So every day you wake up and you see things and you hear things coming from people's mouth. Thank you, baby. It is a sign that your ancestors are communicating with you. And be careful now, because also you do have some spirits, you know what I'm saying? Some dark forces that is also working against you. So you're going to get a little bit of everything. Like yesterday, I was met with some negativity, quite a bit of negativity, because I had a match with this black-eyed being that I talk to y'all about all the time. Should I go into that? I guess I can go into that because I got to get to the topic of this video. I guess I can go into that, but I kind of want to give my women and my men here right now. I want to give you an idea of how to communicate with the ancestors, how to communicate with them, and how to receive information from them. Because a lot of folks are expecting for them to just come and just materialize and sit down and have coffee with them and eat a biscuit or something, and unless you are on that vibration and frequency, it's not going to happen. Do you all know what will have to happen to get on that frequency where your ancestors materialize before your face? You will have to be buried 24 hours or more in a grave to start getting to that level. You would have to stay in a dark place for a long time. And there are some people, preferably in Africa and Haiti, where they part of their initiation, to get to a level like that where they can see dead people, you understand, is to be put in a coffin, nailed shut, and put in the ground, and they may stay down there 24 hours or more. And then they dig the grave up, and then they bring them, they take, they take them out, and then they're on their level. You understand? Where they have spent so much time in the darkness until they have gotten themselves to that level. Does that make sense, y'all? I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again. But most of us are not there yet. Can I allow them to put me in a coffin and bury me in the ground for 24 to 48 hours, you understand, and wait on somebody to come and get me out? No. Because when I'm in the dark, I be seeing stuff. And then, do I have that much faith in people? Do I have that much faith that within 24 to 48 hours they're going to come back and get me? I don't have it. But you got some folks that are daredevils. They can get there. Okay, so anyways. But for the rest of us who don't have those type of guts, okay, we will prefer to get the information through other people, like I say. My ancestors communicate with me through signs. Okay, so now I got an issue with my cell phone, y'all. That's another thing I got going on with my cell phone. And it's just about time for a new cell phone. My cell phone start overheating, y'all. It's overheating. I hope by design. I can watch videos all day and all night long. No problem. When I do my live streams, my phone says it's overheating. Now you do the math. That is coming from something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna let y'all guess as to what that is. You can't even touch it. But it's just time for a new phone anyways. All of us gonna have to get new phones for this 5G because they gonna shut these down right here. Eventually these will be shut down. Okay, so everybody, y'all let me know who all have their ancestor altars up. Who all have been speaking to their ancestors? I need to know. I'm drinking my Pierre lime, y'all. Who all out there have gone and put some things on the grave for the ancestors? That's very, very important. Okay. This is what's gonna give you a heads up as to what's going to happen next and prepare yourself. I know my ancestors gave me some information. Oh, okay. Okay, my moderator said turn the light down on it, y'all, because it's hot. I can't even touch this phone. Shit, I can't touch this. Okay, I can't even get out the live stream, y'all. But I'm going to have to go ahead and end this and let the phone cool and come back because it literally feels like it can catch a fire. I ain't even touching it, y'all. There's nothing but radiation coming from this thing. Okay, I see. Okay. I mean, I got it at a feasible level and everything. It's just here lately, it's been doing this. I don't know why. Lately, I think the phone is just about ready to die. It's time. It's a Note 8, y'all. It's time for me to step up to the new century. I mean, it's cracked too, so I've been putting off the inevitable and everything because it's a lot of work transferring all of this information in this phone to the new phone, and I've been just holding out. Besides, I'm still paying on this. I think I still owe like $100 on it or so. I mean, they had me on a 36-month plan, AT&T, y'all. Okay, so let me go ahead and get to what the title is about because my phone is going to shut down soon because it's getting hot. I'm going to do that. Marijuana Community said, Mama, just use your laptop. I do have a laptop over here, brand new one at that, and I don't ever use it. I'm just going to go ahead on and start using my laptop next live. Okay, you better hurry up and get that altar up. Y'all, like right now, it's about 90 degrees here, but tonight it'll be in the 40s. Y'all, come on now. That ain't right. I'm about to burn up in here. Good gracious. I think the cell phone is bringing me some heat. Look, this is what I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad to know that I see y'all comments. I'm glad to know that everybody, not everybody, but most of of you all have your ancestor altars up. Yes, the pandemic is a hoax, Jackie. That's why they calling it a plandemic. PLAND. It's a plandemic. It is a plan, basically, okay, to get everybody to get ready to play Simon Says. That's all it is, okay? Look. Y'all, can y'all tell me what the title of this video is? Cause I don't forgot already. I forgot. Come on, y'all, help me out. Okay, I think that let me, I might be quoting it wrong, but I want to talk about these unexplainable landscaping changes. That's what I want to talk about. Let's talk, y'all. Let me put something up under here, honey. This thing getting hot. That's right, unexplainable landscaping, escape changes. Thank you, Jackie. Let's talk about that. Look, thank you, Mama Midnight. Unexplainable landscape movements. That. Thank you so much. Look, check this out. I was looking at somebody's video, and when I saw it, I was like, "Wow, this is what I was talking about 6 8 months ago." And I did a video on it for a few minutes, and nobody was receiving it, so I let it go. I said, "I'm done with it." Okay, but I was looking at a video today where there was a man that was showing what I have been seeing here in my waking life. Y'all get ready. Something is moving on the planet, and I ain't talking about just us walking on. Y'all let her know I'm a call her back. Oh shit! I can't even touch the phone. God damn it! Y'all there? Okay, look, check this out. Check this out. I'm supposed to be at the temple right now, and I look like I'm a. Woo! Look, check this out. Can I talk to y'all? I got somebody that's supposed to be coming to the temple right now. Y'all, I don't know how to run a temple. So when y'all come to it and stuff, y'all pardon me, because so far I had my very first person at the temple. I did not know how to run it. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. But I'm trying to learn, and I'm gonna start coming on here a little bit more professional and stuff, y'all, from now on. My head wrap, everything adorned with my outfits. I need to be a little bit more professional, okay? I think that's probably why don't too many people take me serious, because I may just come here, on here and stuff like that, just so casual and nonchalant. And I'm gonna work on my image, y'all. And if y'all want to help me work on my image, I am open to uh any all kinds of ideas, because like I looked at myself, and I'm not trying to brag. I've come a long ways. I've taken this a little bit more serious. I've had people to come in and coach me and help me, because they really want the information to get to those who need it, and I must be like in my rightfully place where I need to be in order for you all to receive. So I said all of that to say, I hope y'all understood what I just said. But I'm learning. I'm learning here, and I've written 2 books so far. My second book is getting ready to come out. Um, and also, I do have a temple. And so I've come a long ways. I have my website where we can interact in the website. So I'm not going to be so hard on myself. Mr. Willie, he tried to help so much, but Mr. Willie, he don't really know what's going on. And Mr. Willie, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Willie going into that stage where he's turning into an old grumpy man. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Mr. Willis, so it's hard to deal with him sometimes, okay? Now, coming up out of that, I need to talk about some other things, y'all. Okay, let's talk about this. Hey, Simply Keela, how you doing? I got to everybody. So, let me feel my phone. Yeah, it's still hot, y'all. I thought it was going to cool some, but it's still hot. Look, y'all. And could y'all please give Mama some more thumbs up here? 34 thumbs up and 46 in the chat. Look. So I was like, something is moving on this planet. And I ain't talking about animals. I ain't talking about human beings. I ain't talking about bacterials. I ain't talking about vegetation. I ain't talking about water. I ain't talking about wind. I ain't talking about fire. I'm not talking about the elements, okay? In case I left one out, okay? I ain't talking about the buzz. I'm not talking about people talking and that. You know what I'm saying? Something is moving on the planet. Okay? What am I saying? This man was showing where the actual earth is expanding. Thank you, baby. Help me out with this, okay? Help me, girl. He was showing where 1 minute, okay, there was two holes, one on one side, another on the other side. Say, for instance, they were 6 foot apart. How just in just a little length of time, now it's 8 feet apart, 9 feet apart. And he actually witnessed it with his eyes. It's on YouTube. I know y'all said, Mom, you got to show us that video. We want proof. I'm going to try to find a video so that I can share it on my website. I want y'all to see it, okay? Now, being that said, about 8 months ago, I said, look, y'all, where I live, when I first moved here in 2015, without any traffic, it would take me 1 hour and 21 minutes to get to Birmingham with no traffic. This is 25 years later. They have expanded the interstates. They're wider now. Instead of having one lane now to get to Birmingham, they've widened it up in some areas, and now it's 2 lanes. But without traffic, it is now taking almost 1 hour and 45 minutes to get to Birmingham from where I am. Something is changing. Thank you, baby. Something is changing. A lot of us are not paying attention. The earth is now expanding. Okay? She is having her growth process as she goes into the new era of Aquarius. And I told y'all, don't be surprised when you start seeing mythological creatures come upon the planet, because they are now playing a game of CERN. Look it up, CERN. CERN. They're playing a game of CERN right now, okay? I cannot put my finger on, exactly what is being affected by this thing called CERN and how it is playing itself out here on the planet. But like I say, don't you be surprised if you see a cyclops, or if you start seeing one-eyed people. Look at all your mythological creatures now, your mythological beings. You understand? Don't be surprised if you see dragons. You understand? It's coming. Because the world is going back to the ancient times. And in ancient times, they had giants. In ancient times, they had dragons and minotaurs. And am I saying it right? And centaurs. They had these type beings. And they're coming back. The earth is growing. As the Arctic melts, because a lot of us are like, oh my God, we're going to lose more land mass. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. By the fact that the earth is expanding, we're getting more land. And so it will be a place for the water to go. Once again, explain to me how we go from 1 hour and 20 minutes to get to Birmingham from where I am with no traffic, to now an hour and 45 minutes to get to wherever I'm going in Birmingham, no traffic. It's the same point of destination that I go to all the time, but the time has changed. So either the time is changing or the landmass is changing or both. Either time is slowing down or either the earth is growing. Okay? Now, I'll tell you something else. A lot of things are switching positions. Thank you, babe. A lot of things are switching positions. Okay, now I want to talk about that. Explain to me why, when I used to look out my back window, my bathroom window, this particular house was nowhere in sight. There's a little white house that popped up out of nowhere behind my house, and there's another house next to it that I used to couldn't see in my back bathroom window, and both of them show up. Now, one of the houses was always there when we drive down the highway, but now I can see it out of my back bathroom window. And I'm like, the fuck? I said, what's this when you can look behind here and see this house right here? He was like, what the hell? And then where did this little white house come from? Now, when I first moved here, there was a lady I told y'all about. A lady stayed with me for a minute. And she was she was older than I am. And people used to think she was my mom, but she was an older woman. And she was highly intuitive, but she was not harnessing the power of her gift. She was more or less in a situation asking me what this was and what that was, rather than to own her gift and know that she was highly psychic. You know what I'm saying? And she would see this in my house a being that only had a head, a neck, and shoulders, and she would say, who is this? And, why is that in here? And things of that nature. And later on, I began to see it and stuff like that. But I wouldn't go around just saying, hey, y'all, who is this? Whatever. I just know that, I can see on a level that most people can't see on. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. William don't see it, but I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Just like his brother was speaking to me over the phone when me and Willie had a conversation a few days ago. Mr. Willie was on phone with me, and his brother was talking to me on the phone. I told him, I said, look, Ronnie is on the phone, and Ronnie's trying to tell us something. I said, can you hear him? He said, no, I don't hear it. But the way Ronnie was talking, it was not like a physical voice, but it's like this static that goes through the phone. And I remember hearing that when he was murdered, he was back. Every time me and Will got on the phone, you could hear that static coming through him trying to communicate. And so I know when I hear that static, that's him talking. I have not yet been able to perfect how to know exactly what he is saying, but you know what I'm saying. But I said he's trying to tell us something real important. And then Willie's brother had fell ill that same day. So now I know that he is trying to communicate with us. He is a Gede now. He try to let us know what's going on and stuff like that. But like I said, with this lady here, she had these phenomenal powers to say, hey, look, she was saying, I see water everywhere. There's a great flood coming, I would have to tell her it's a great flood coming. I had to tell her, what's going on. I see ice sheets everywhere. And it's summertime. Now I'm seeing, here he is right now. So she had all of this information. And, I don't know where she at right now, but I'm just saying, all of this stuff like this was going on. She can kind of say, hey, look, I had a dream and this happened. Now, what does that mean? Neat, what that mean? But she was an oracle. I didn't know it. Okay, so I don't know why I said all of that, but let's go back over here to what I was talking about, okay? Because a lot of you all will be seeing this. Pay good attention to it. You're going to see where places are going to be moving around. Like I said, now let's go back to her. I just got my train of thought back. She was telling me, she said, so where did that little white house go, Neat? And I said, little white house, what are you talking about? She said, it was a little white house over there. I said, ain't no little white house over there. She said, she said, okay. And she walked on, and she would always come back asking where the little white house at. At the time, y'all, there wasn't no little white house there, but it's one there now. And it's a little old white house. Like a little tiny little shack that done showed up, and I'm going to show it to y'all. And y'all going to be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, in other words, what I'm saying, don't be surprised to see buildings popping up in places where they weren't there. Houses popping up in places where there weren't houses. Get ready for all of that. Because things are rotating and you may see a house in a place and the next day it's gone. Shit. Because we're in a whole new reality. And I was telling y'all about the Walmart. I don't know how many of y'all remember. Anybody remember the Walmart situation I told y'all about? Hey, Angelique, how you doing? Thank you. Angelique said, I've been experiencing this for a year or two. And what's the name of the actual phenomena? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've had some vanishing phenomena to go on in here. I've had things planted in the house that we couldn't recognize what it was. What the hell is this? You know, a metal with some type of hieroglyphic type. Now, that's the only thing I wait to explain it, with something etched on. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? You know, with some type of burn on it, like something hit it with some type of laser or something hit it, because it's got this black burn on it. But weird stuff has been coming up. Just like the astral jelly phenomena. The astral jelly phenomena. I still have it in a bag right now, and I can show it to you. Thank you. Our moderator, Chris, says, please hit the thumbs up. Could y'all please hit the thumbs up? We got 58 people in here, only 39 thumbs up. Could y'all please help Mama out? Hey, Natural Mermaid, how you doing? Oh, yes. Natural Mermaid said, I've had crystals vanish before. Yeah, nothing is stable. Where we are right now, nothing is stable, and reality, you understand what I'm saying, is not stable. It's not fixed. It's very lucid. Things are moving, y'all. You can be in your house by yourself and shit get to disappearing in here. Now, if you got folks in your house, you might say, oh, okay, then such and such made. We seen a pair of curtains vanish before our fucking eyes. And I should have been got me some cameras up in my damn house. They just snatching shit up. I don't even much worry about it no more. I'm like, I'm okay, I'm good. Shit being teleported and shit. You might have my little dog Peanut. Let me tell you, my dog Peanut is gone. Okay, just vanished. Now let me talk to y'all about this. Something was going wrong fast. I remember having an astral travel. Well, I met this man that looked like the Pope was sitting on a bed. I told y'all about this one time before. He was very pleasant sitting on the bed. And the building that, y'all will see it on my thumbnails. I'm going to start putting that building there, because that building was in my astral travel, and I found the real building in real life with the windows blown out. And so y'all know something is weird. Every time I drive up there to Montgomery, I always drive right in front of that building. And I can't understand why. I'll drive in front of the building out of nowhere. I said, this building is trying to pull me in. It's trying to tell me something. There's a fence around, so I can't go in it. If I could, I would. I mean, it's so deep. They got them barbed wires on it. Like, got it like it's a prison. It's got barbed wires on it. So even if I wanted to climb it, I can't go to it. And in the astral travel, there was a cop sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like watching over the building when I got to it. And even now, sometimes that same cop in my real reality is sitting there, like watching the building. So I need to get in that building and find out why it keeps pulling me to it. I cannot figure out why. So I'm getting ready to write a book. And I'm hoping within writing this third book, I will find out the mystery of this building, because I mean, I've talked to the ancestors about it and everything. I haven't got any information about this building yet. But when I was in there was this man that looked like the Pope, which I later found out he was the actual priest over this Catholic church that we used to go to, that would give us sacrament. And I know y'all tired of hearing this story. He would put the tablets in our mouth, and he would give us this wine and say, this bone of my bone. We'd get on our knees and have our hands out like that in an humble way. He would put it in there. We would eat it. Okay. And there was this nun, Sister Aldona, that hated my guts because she knew I was a witch. That's all it was. And I wasn't one of them. And she knew I could see them. And Sister Aldona hated me with a passion. She used to lock me up in a room. I told y'all about that before, with the statue of the slain Christ. And I would have these candles burning with Mother Mary on it. And I would have to say, what's that? All hail Mother Mary, full of grace, addresses the womb of thy name Jesus. We would have to do that shit and wear that shit all around our goddamn necks. And I was so rebellious at that age, they couldn't understand. So they saw me as a little demon child, because I would tell them this ain't real. I would take it off and I would pull it off my neck, break the beads, and say it wasn't real. I was very defiant. I would keep they said, be ladylike. And I was the opposite of that, with this Catholic skirt dress on. I would cock my legs up on the table and I would just blaspheme this place. And it's just who I was. Y'all don't ask me why. It was just in me to do so. And so this woman was always locking me in the closet, because I was this little rebellious little child. You understand? It was so bad they had to go ahead on and throw me out of Catholic school and just say, get her. She can't come back here no more. My mama sent the money in for me to go to school, and they sent the money back to my mom, and my mom said, you can't go back to Catholic school no more. And she wasn't hard on me as a child neither. She just took me out, and she took her time to find the right school to put me in, because I was always the child going to all the teachers saying, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is not true. It just don't add up. It was just me. I had a big mouth. My mama always say, your mouth gonna get you in trouble. But thinking about it now, I'm like, what kind of child could I have been to be so all-knowing even at that time? But anyways, that was that father. We would call him Father John. He was Father John. So this man is in this building, and I walk in and he smiles at me as if though I'm one of his children. I'm his child. And like I said, he was in his bed. Everything was clean and nice. The sun was peering in, and the nun went in there with me. Then just like a split second, I'm back inside this place again in his room. He's sitting on the floor naked with his flat ass and his round body, his round stomach, and his skinny arms and emaciated legs sitting there like that, sitting there and looking at me and everything. So he sits there and he looks at me with black eyes, all black eyes, and they had like white halo circles in them. And then he laughs at me, you motherfucking bitch. But you can't go in head to head with an entity like that. But I will cuss him, you know what I'm saying? You got the nerves. Don't ever try to fight an entity, because they swift. Okay? I'll cuss them, but I ain't gonna try to fight them and stuff. I send my warriors at them. So he looks at me like that, and he smiles, because he knows not only am I afraid of him, because his eyes are all black, but he is sitting on the floor on top of my bras that's missing, my panties that's missing, all the stuff that that has been vanishing around me. He has it there. He has it there with him. And he's taking pleasure, you understand, in the fact that I am scared shitless. So, anyways, the nun rushes in and tell me to run. So I run out, and you can hear them in there fighting against each other. And I thought that was strange that Sister Aldona would have my back like that. Somebody told me I need to get. I know I done repeat this over and over and over again, but I was told to get nuns, get all nuns, but I ain't got them yet. I need to get some nuns and shit for this motherfucker. So, anyways, they in there fighting and everything, and so I run, and I realize my dog Peanut is running behind me, and there's this huge elevator, you know, those service elevators where they can fit a lot of like trash cans and you know, just small size dumpsters that you can move and roll around. It could fit that in there. And there's these medical students that were in there, like residents, these medical resident students that were in this facility, you know, learning and stuff, doing classroom work. And so they got their books and stuff in their arms and stuff like that. And I'm at the back of the elevator. I hurry up and jump on the elevator, and they're in front of me. It's about like 14 people in that elevator. And then Peanut is kind of lagging behind, and then someone says, "Oh my God, the doggy!" They hold the elevator so the doggy can get on the elevator. So my dog jumps up in my arms, and I hold him tight in my arm because I knew that building wanted my dog, that entity wanted my dog, and I said, "I got my dog. This is all I got in the world." And they were just like looking at me, admire me as I embraced my dog and held my dog. But in actuality, that means that I actually lost my dog to that particular building, to that entity. Do y'all hear me? So I'm having a battle with this, and what this entity told me is he said, "You can't liberate your soul because I own it. I own you." And he was talking about how he owned all those little children that he gave sacrament to, because he was admitting to the fact that he had actually had his blood and all of that shit, and his goddamn sperm and whatever else he had in that sacrament that we took. So I'm saying, so I'm having a battle with him. So I know that my dog is like in another parallel world. You understand what I'm saying? In that building. And it's like it's a source to suck up whatever possibly it can from my motherfucking life. Now I know y'all saying this some crazy ass shit, mama, or what have you, but this building, every time I drive down out of Montgomery, I drive straight into this fucking building. I can't understand. I'm gonna get Mr. Willie to come in and talk about it in a minute if y'all got a minute, okay? Mr. Willie! And I know this is off topic, but I'm just telling y'all, I want y'all to watch y'all environment. I want you all to pay attention to anything that seems like it's out of order. Like, you know, it was this building always here? Were the trees always here? I'm talking to the audience. Oh, you're doing something important. Okay. Okay. You don't talk about talking business on him, because I'm doing an actual. Look, I'm talking to this audience here about that building with them windows blown out.
What about it? What about it?
You. Every time we turn around, we run into it.
Oh, we could be just driving downtown. That thing, no, there it is.
There it is, ain't it?
Yeah, there it is, right there in front of us.
Okay, so what that mean?
They're gonna set me up a point.
Oh, so they finally contacted you,
Samsung? Yeah, today.
Mm-hmm. Y'all don't ever buy no Samsung refrigerator. It's a bunch of crap. We done had a bad experience with it already.
I'm talking about the egg eye man.
The who?
The man with the eyes.
I want you to tell them about it.
And then the man with the eyes. And
you have to talk up loud.
Oh, I was asking you, did you tell them about the man with the eyes? And I think that's who got our dog.
Yeah. The black eyed man.
Mm-hmm. So he was there with him.
He done got quite a bit of stuff, and I got to stop him.
Yeah. A lot of people don't believe it, but it's true. And the reason why I know it's true, we get lost. We're not familiar with downtown Montgomery, now. And every time you drive down there some kind of way, we always run into that building.
So what do you think we need to do? Audience, y'all, what y'all think I need to do? What you think I need to do? Go in there behind that fence and see what's in there?
No, you can't go in
Is
there. They
it
got it
trying to
blocked
suck
off.
me? Is the building trying to suck me into it?
I got a good idea what you can do, but it might have to be at nighttime.
What we need to do?
Pick a camera out, yeah.
Put a black candle out there.
Yeah. But we got to do it at night.
You know, it's like I'm at war with this man.
Yeah.
Like I said, this man looked like Father John. This that the energy coming from him. He one of them fathers and stuff I was dealing with in Catholic
Oh,
school.
John was like the Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the father when we went to Catholic church. Was the father of this church.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and you know, here's the weird thing. You know, black folk need to be careful
Mm-hmm.
because some of these are reptilian.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say reptilian because I know I seen my own eyes and I saw that I got reptilian ancestry. I saw it in my eyes or some type of avian type stuff, and I think some of you all have seen it. So I'm not gonna blame this on the reptilians, but this is a certain breed of humans.
Mm-hmm.
This man is a certain breed of human, and he has consumed the souls of a lot of black children.
Yeah. It's him. I think it's him.
Yeah, just like Jim Jones
Mm-hmm.
consumed all the souls of them black people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, something. The school that you went to school with this man, right?
Well, see, what it was is this. We were Catholics in the beginning. Edna was a Catholic.
Okay.
So we went to Catholic church, and then we went to the Catholic school. Don't call that school name out, but you know what school.
I know,
But it's a church.
School, you know?
Oh, okay. It's a church. I call one of the schools out there, you know, like that Our Lady of Fathom.
How was the building?
You ever heard of that Our Lady of Fathom?
Yeah. How was the building shaped?
But that's one of the schools. I ain't gonna call the school that I went to. The how was the building shaped? It was a brick red building.
It was shaped. This was about this size or
it wasn't as tall. It wasn't as tall and big as this one. But it was a red brick building just like that.
Still there, they tore it down.
Yeah, that school's still there. Matter of fact, they trying to make it bigger.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, what I thought was interesting was Father John was a Caucasian man, priest, and all of the sisters were Caucasian.
No.
But the black teachers there, they didn't have on the nun outfits. It was just only the Caucasian sisters that wore these outfits.
Yeah, and they mean too.
And it was some of them that they weren't mean.
Oh, I know some of them.
Some of them wasn't mean because there was a mother there too. I don't forget her name. She looked like the flying nun. That's who she looked like. Okay, y'all look up the flying nun, but she looked like her. Okay, yeah. But this sister Aldona hated my ass. But she in my astroscape fighting all the wars and shit for me.
Yeah, you know who it is, don't she? Fighting him.
Who?
Him.
She fighting him.
She knew him.
But see what it is, her ass got to work for me because she treated me like shit on this earth plane. So now her ass has got to do the work now to keep me safe. So I actually gonna have to put this bitch on one of my, excuse my language, y'all. I'm gonna have to put her on one of my altars and shit. Cause see, she one of my gaddies.
Yeah, and she protecting you too.
Yeah, really is. But see, he wants to. I don't know what he want from me. He want my soul. Basically, this motherfucker want my soul.
Yeah, and he kind of admitted that to you last time when you were small. He kind of admitted it to you.
When I was small, he didn't say nothing to me when I was small. He just said bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. He put the tablet in our mouth. We had to get on our knees.
You ain't the only one he messing with.
Yeah, it's a lot of us. He think he own a bit, but bitch, I ain't coming to you.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I'm claiming my goddamn independence now. So anyways, y'all, I'm back. Hey, Melanie Dawn, how you doing? That's right, Angelique. The black women weren't nuns. They wore regular clothes on. I've never seen a black nun before. Have you, Will?
Nope. I'm not. Not even on TV.
I've never seen a black nun before. You know, they were like had civilian clothing on. Uh-huh. Melon said to protect the crown chakra, because see, he was like anointing our heads and all kind of stuff, man. This man was a vampire. Okay, Melanie said, how old was that church? I ain't even really sure how old a church is. I don't know. But see, you get into all that Vatican shit when you dealing with these motherfucking Catholic churches, and you got these certain bred type of individuals that say that they fathers and their sisters and whatever they is. You know what I'm saying? You getting into that kind of shit. You getting into a whole different type of magic. See, so basically what I'm saying is I was initiated to Catholicism. So we got to be careful, because when we're taking our children to these different mosques and temples and churches and these different religious sectors, we're actually initiating these are giving our children as sacrifices to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was given as a sacrifice to this thing, to this father. So now he feels as if though he and his minions own our souls. So you may be given to being a Christian and initiated to that, or to Jehovah Witness and to Mormons or what have you, or to voodoo, because that's a religion too. So we gotta reclaim our souls. You understand? And regain our independence. And this is where my battle is right now, with my life right now. You understand? Getting my shit back. Cause see, then he put that water on top of our heads and shit, sort of like a baptism and shit. I underwent that. And then my mama went to Christianity. She became when we were like 12. When I was 12 years old, she went to a Baptist church and we became Baptists, and then I was baptized into that. I went through a full baptism where I was immersed in water. Those are baptizings. Those are initiations. And so with that, they're not my threat. My threat is with this Vatican system. You understand? And see, they want little black children, souls and shit. Thank you. Angelique, thank you. Angelique said, now is the time to do our soul retrievals. I cannot say that. Thank you so much for giving us this comment. I cannot say this enough. While we sitting around here in fear of this virus, we need to be paying some attention to, like, a soul ascension. That's what we need to be. Because some of us thinking, oh, I'm ascending, what I'm saying, I'm going through this process or what have you, and you can't get nowhere because the motherfucker claim they own your shit. So I noticed that the further I get out and I grow my aura, the more I am having these negative encounters with people who are easily manipulated by this motherfucking entity. So if you meet a lot of negativity, like, it's like every time you turn around, you seeing a different stranger and they doing the same thing. You got to realize that there is a entity that is using these people to try and stop your triumph. Trying to keep you from living your best life, trying to discourage and distract you. This is what is going on. So that's, that, like I say, it ain't no coincidence that 5 or 6 people done cussed you out in one day. It's not a coincidence. Because this entity is following you everywhere you fucking go. Because it's in all places at one time, and so are you. So it knows weak individuals. That's why folks don't like weak individuals, because they're easily manipulated. You understand? People who don't fight and stand up for themselves, the world hates them. And the world hates them because they don't have backbones, and anything can get in there and fuck with you. See what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, I'm finna go on, and everything, so I can come back a little later on and stuff. It's been nice. Jackie said, I absolutely hated the Catholic Church. My mother would send me there during the summer for vacation Bible school. Yeah. I hated vacation Bible school, Jackie. I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jordan, how you doing? Love you, madam, on a break, but still wanted to drop a like and some love. Thank you so much. Brown Sugar said, and that entity will follow you from lifetime to lifetime. Yes, hell. Brown Sugar, thank you. Look, I said, how do I know that I ain't been dealing with this motherfucker in the past motherfucking lives? Because that building may be tied to a past life of mine. And I cannot remember, but then the spirits keep telling me, now the spirits told me about this vampire, you better remember. So I got that bitch out my life quick. Get your ass out of here. Because I was in a cemetery with this motherfucker. So I got his ass up out I had to get him up. Okay? So now I'm dealing with this damn building now. The building putting me there. Mr. Witter told me to go over there and burn a motherfucking black candle. So I'm finna take a bitch over there. Now I'm finna go and dress it with my cursing oil. I didn't even think of that. He said, go over there and burn a black candle. Because I had to turn my black candle on, and I was met with a lot of hostility yesterday. And now I kind of see what's going on. There was this very heavily dark-skinned woman with dreadlocks. When I go to this place to get service, she always come at me some kind of funny ways. And her face, let me tell you something. Her face looks like it's more than one tone. And so I don't take this shit as no coincidence. And the girl that was next to her, her face was more than one tone. Like they got some type of eczema issue. And the man, I had a disagreement with this man with this refrigerator, brand new refrigerator, and his face had a lot of stuff in there in more than one tone. And he was nasty, and the other two were nasty. And then I noticed something, y'all. Look, the refrigerator came here, hoodoo, a brand new refrigerator. It has a digital converter inside of it. Brand spanking new, delivered, and won't fucking work. So now we got Samsung that's got to come over here and fix a brand new motherfucking refrigerator. Now it's a chance, if the motherfucker didn't hoodoo it, that it's not enough amp or wattage coming from the actual wall socket. That's what they thinking. But we gonna see. But I'm just saying, I don't take nothing as a coincidence, y'all. If you see somebody with a bump on their nose and they get nasty with you, okay, and then you see the next few hours, it's another one with a bump on its on its nose talking some shit, that you got something they trying to fucking tell you. Maybe the entity can only manipulate a motherfucker with all of this shit in their face. You know what I'm saying? But I have noticed on 3 occasions this happened. 3 black people with eczema all over their face. Not making any light of people who suffer from the disease, because there's a lot of people who suffer. I'm just saying this is some of the things that they have in common. When I see some shit come at me like this more than one time, there's no fucking way you're going to get me to go into a hospital or a doctor's office and shit, because I know that this motherfucker on the other side trying to fuck me up. My spirits told me no dental work, no needles. My ancestors, they be trying to give me the heads up. No needles of any kind this motherfucking year. Just let us work on your ass and operate on your ass, okay? So I'm going to try my best. I don't want nobody sticking no needles in me, because I done seen this entity come at me in so many ways, y'all. And I'm telling y'all this so y'all can, keep an eye out on your backs. Watch your backs, because I'm telling you, there are entities that you may be initiated into. Understand? They may come at you like that. This is how a lot of folks lose their souls. Yeah, you can lose your soul to something. Something can consume you and use it for purposes other than which you would have intended it to be used for. Okay? Okay. And it's hard to describe this stuff. And you ain't gonna hardly find it in books, because even if somebody wrote books on this, they ain't finna let that mainstream. Is you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of these dragons, you understand that, and these beasts, these elites, in other words, these Vaticans, own a lot of folks' souls. And the last thing they want you to do is to utilize your time here to figure out how to get out the trap. See, that's what we here for. We here to figure a way out of the trap. You understand? So they biz got you working to eat. They got you working to make a living. And you distracted by all of this, and then before you know it's time to check out, you on the other side. And you don't even know how to protect your soul energy. This is what we're gonna be doing. Trying to learn how to protect our soul energy from the motherfucking vacuum, from the wave, in other words, from the shadows and shit. Because eyes is fixing to get ready to eat. I want to eat. Okay, so anyway. That's right, Angelique. They're actually coming in dreams, but what people need to realize, dreams are astroscapes in a sense, because you got so many different layers of the astral. Now, your immediate dreamscape, the ones that you just had this dream, and it ain't really talking about that. You can't even remember what it was about. You might feel what it's about, but you can't remember it. That's just like one layer. You not scratch the surface. It's very superficial. That's what that is. But they got layers that get deeper into the fact that you may go into a dream that's so lucid. You be like, damn, that shit was real, to a point where you're dreaming, or you're in an astral travel, and your body is here on the physical plane, and you're going into other astral worlds. So there are layers upon layers upon layers of this. But at any rate, you all need to know that when you're not in your physical body, this is where you're going to be. So you look at your dreams. This is where you're going to be when you leave out your physical body. Most of your dreams are erased from your memories when you are here. Like if you wake up and say, I didn't even dream anything. You dreamt something. You was somewhere. But for purposes of making sure you don't escape this loop, they erases it. Okay? Because you're conscious at all time, even when you sleep. Even when you come out your physical body, you still conscious. You know what I'm saying? Because your conscious is a part of something so much greater than this plane of existence, than the earth. You understand what I'm saying? Your consciousness actually is a part of so many different parallel worlds and universes and stuff. Like as we sit here now, on a physical level, our consciousness is outside of this physical body. It's not even in it. It's just not in it. It's everywhere at one time. That's how come in just one split second, you can just imagine yourself at somebody's house that might be 8 or 9 hours away from here. That's how the conscious is. You understand? Imagination takes you to different places. Your consciousness is so many other places. This is where creativity come from. This is where all of this stuff come from. You understand? And all of our consciousness, all of our conscious and realities are showing us something different, even though they are all the same. They're showing us something different. And it just depends on where your focal point is at the moment. What you're going to see, what you're going to experience, what frequencies you going to receive. You see what I'm saying? Aaron says life is but a dream. Most definitely. Most definitely. I like that. Angelique. I love it. Angelique says, yes, we need to start creating our own astral worlds. This goes back to what I was telling y'all yesterday when I was outside. We're all gods. So if you are a god, you can create your own astroverse. You understand what I'm saying? This is what authors do. When authors write books and they create the characters in the book, they're creating their own world. And each character is a person that lives in their world. That writing books, that's some powerful shit, y'all. Melanie said he got me mad. I'm gonna help you with that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let everybody go on. It's been nice. Like I said, if you'd like to watch this video later on, please go ahead and save it right now. Save the video, because once it goes into the shadows, most all my live streams go into the shadows, okay? And that's the processing center. So they'll stay there for about a day, and you won't be able to just come to my channel to treat it. So go ahead on and save it so you can watch it as many times as you possibly want to, and everything, and do that. And what else I need to tell you? If you want to be a part of my you want to be a part of my website where you can subscribe, because I put big videos there too. I blog there too. It's www.motherwizdomtree.com. Okay. Or you can look in the description box, if I'm not mistaken. I think the link is there. You can click on the link and go in and subscribe. And it's been a blast, y'all. I'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully I want to come back tonight. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there. I got a person that's supposed to be coming to the temple, and I have held them off a little bit too long. Y'all, I need some help, y'all. I need to get myself together and everything. So anyways, y'all, hit that like button, or hit that thumbs up. That's what you do. Okay, make sure you still subscribe. And I'm out.